So in today's video, we'll cover stage 12 vocabulary. Our first word is omitted, omniscient. It's a verb that means loses. As this gentleman playing soccer clearly demonstrates, he probably just lost. But really, when you look at it, it is two words pushed together. It is ob, which means away from, it's a preposition, emitted, which is a verb meaning send. So it literally means to send away. You've lost something. Kinnis is a third declension noun that is both masculine and feminine. It's a weird one, but it means ash. All right, and it's like you can think of it like canis. That we've seen this is in the third declension before. Complet, complerit is a verb that means fills. As you can see, the glass is being filled with water. Custodit, custodiwit is a verb that means guards. We get the English word custodian because really they're not just janitors, they're guardians of our campus. Here we see the Swiss Guard in parade formation for the Pope. Densus is an adjective meaning thick. Here you can see this is densus baconus, thick bacon. All right, I just made a bacon. I don't have time to look it up. Sorry. Epistula is a first declension noun. We know it's first declension because of this A, and it's feminine. It means letter. We actually hear this word a lot, like with the epistles of St. Paul. Flamma is another first declension noun. Again, that A lets us know it. It's feminine, and it means flame. Fortier is an adverb meaning bravely. But you can see forti in there related to the word fortis, meaning brave or strong. So this is an adverb coming from the adjective. So these firemen are bravely fighting the flammae. Frustra is an adverb meaning in vain. It means you've done something like you're frustrated with it. Fugit, fugit, and notice the only difference is the long mark over the U. It's one of those tricky ones. It's a verb that means flees or run away. We get the English word fugitive from it. Here you can see Monty Python, they are fleeing from the killer rabbit. Fundus is a second declension noun, and therefore it's masculine. We know it's second declension because of the US, and it means farm. So we have agricola and fundus now. Yakit, yakuit is a verb that means lies. Yam is an adverb meaning now. And this is going to be a tricky one because there's other words that are short like this. But yam, I-A-M, means now. Igator is an adverb meaning therefore. I think therefore I am not exactly the right translation, but at least it gives you a visual so you can start remembering this adverb. Adverbs are always a challenge to get pictures connected with. Inkidit, again, another one that doesn't look, it barely changes. It's a verb that means falls. And you'll know which tense it is based on the rest of the story. So if all the stories are being told in past tense, it's a past tense verb. It's all being present, it's a present tense verb. Mirabilis is an adjective meaning marvelous, strange, or wonderful. Here we see an ostrich pulling a cart. That, to me, is probably pretty strange. I would describe it as mirabilis. Mittit missit is the verb meaning sends, and it's an important base verb. All right, we saw it earlier with omitted, and we've seen it with promitted. It will come up again and again. So if we can memorize the base word send in the forms of it, and then you can memorize the prepositions, you'll get pretty close to the definition. Mons is a third declension noun. Again, ns there lets us know that it's masculine. It means mountain. All right, and this is Vesuvio, and even though we call it a volcano, they thought of it as a mountain. This crater did not exist at the time of our story. Nubes is a third declension noun. It's feminine, it means clouds, and this one's tricky, all right, because nubes is the nominative singular form and the nominative plural form. So it's gonna be a tricky one, and it's also the accusative plural. So pay attention with nubes. The context of the sentence will kind of help you out, although probably and the verbs also will help you. If the verb ends in T, and nubes is the only word there, it's probably singular. If the verb ends in NT and nubes is the only noun there, it's probably plural. Optime is an adverb meaning very well. It's obviously connected to the word optimus, meaning the best. Pine is an adverb meaning nearly or almost. So here the gas tank is nearly as pine empty. Sentit, sensit is a verb that means feels. Right? Feels in the sense of both your heart as well as touch. Tandem is an adverb meaning at last. Right? And it's different from tamen, which means however. And this is going to be a tricky one to memorize. Right? So pay really close attention to the spelling of this. Templum is a noun meaning temple. Pretty easy. Here we see a non-traditional Roman temple. This is actually the Temple of Isis in Pompeii, which we will get to see in our story um, in stage 12. But the word is pretty easy to remember. Terra is a first declension noun. We know because of the a. It means it's feminine. It means earth, ground, land. Terra firma, firm earth. Right? Terra incognita, unknown land. Timid, timuit is a verb that means is afraid or fears. Unus is a number meaning one. Duo is a number meaning two. And tres is a number meaning three. And hopefully those are you'll see uno, dos, tres, un, deux, quatre, un, deux, trois, excuse me, uno, duo, tre. All the modern Romance languages have these three numbers there. So hopefully Sesame Street has helped you out learning these three. That's the end of the video for today. Thanks for watching. As always, if you have questions, feel free to put them in the comments or go ahead and ask them in class.